record.
Okay.
Well.
Recorded. All right.
Okay.
We're live, pal. I guess I should do the intro, even though we already started recording.
No, we'll start now.
Welcome everybody back to the Dirty Balls Podcast. It's been about 16 years since we've done this. I don't have a 1-star review game, even though it could have been so incredibly easy because you guys aren't even here with me. So I could just read it straight off my phone, but oh well. Today we're going to talk about, what are we talking about?
Baseball.
Yeah.
Talking about the forest fires. Sorry.
I got a schedule here with some fancy coupons on it.
Coupons.
Yeah. And daily promotions. So what are we going to start with? What are we going to talk about first?
Well, let's get the sad news out of the way. So we recorded an end of year video, but we never uploaded it. I think you were sick, Jeremy, and just never got around to it. And
yep. I dropped the ball on mine.
And I was waiting on you, and we just said, screw it. But there's the first one of the year. Woo! Yep. So,
well, and it's probably a good thing we didn't upload it because we were pretty ticked off and called out quite a few people.
We talked some shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get the bad news out of the way. You know, Jennifer and I are a host family and everything. And I got some sad news. What was it, about two weeks ago? Friend of the podcast, family, Josh Advocate announced his retirement from baseball.
You're dropping the bomb on me right now. I didn't even hear about that.
Well, that's because you're never in the damn group chat. The 108 chat, you're never in.
I don't like.
Yep.
Okay, now here's the thing about group chat. We can get, and the thing about Josh is very sad, and I want to talk about it. But the thing about group chats is I mute them unless it's a game day, because I don't need all those notifications all day, to be honest.
We don't talk that much.
But I still love y'all. We're all still family. We're all still friends. But I just don't need all those notifications all day. And thank you all for doing that survey.
Yes, there is. When he asked for that survey.
You're welcome.
So, okay, back to the Josh thing. He texted me the other night. He said, I retired today. And I text back, are you effing kidding me? And he said no. And I kind of had a feeling why. His shoulder's messing up again. So instead of going through Tommy John again, and goodness gracious knows what would happen afterwards, he just decided to move on.
Hadn't he had that before?
Yeah.
Tommy John?
Yeah. So
that'd be a gamble at best.
Yeah, and he just, like I said, didn't want to grind it out and take the chance of really screwing up and not be able to come back and do anything. So, but Josh, I know you're not watching this.
I guess it's better than to risk getting hurt a lot worse.
Right.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Josh is not going to watch this, but I'm going to let him know that, he knows how we feel. Best of luck. Wishing with everything that you do here on out, and like I said, your family, even with these other people in this video here, we got you back. If you need anything ever, we're here. So I love you, guy, and I'm definitely going to miss you. I was looking forward to seeing you soon, but goodness gracious only knows now, but we'll make it happen one day. So, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
So, all right, now let's switch gears and talk about something else. Jennifer went to the bedroom to eat. We just got home from the gym. So,
all right. Well, I do have a 1-star review now that I mention it. I guess we can go ahead and do it. And this is going to be one of those cheeky little segue type ones that will end up having something to do with the episode, because I just wanted to do that. Okay, here we go. This is from Shannon Smith, a local guide with 16 reviews and 9 photos. No, fuck, I'm not going to read that one. I'm going to read this one instead. This is from Scott Crawford. This is a better one. He's a local guide with 22 reviews. Sorry, Shannon, maybe next time. 4 of 5 times I go, I get disappointed. I enjoy getting a frozen alcohol drink when at the ball game at the concession behind home plate. This is exactly how he's writing it. It's either frozen up or not frozen at all. Well, the first one, that would actually be good. He sounds like he's complaining about his frozen drink being frozen. The lady running that concession doesn't care. Just means she works less.
Greensboro.
Jeremy?
Bowling Green.
No, it is the ballpark that we're going to be opening up our season in a couple of days, Winston-Salem.
It's Winston, then I agree 100% with the reviewer.
That's right. Although technically we're not open. I mean, we are opening the actual season in Winston, and I'm super excited about this. LR is going to be playing against the Crawdads as they do every year or every so often. And I was super disappointed about it because it was supposed to be tomorrow and I work on Tuesdays, but God himself knew that I wanted to be at that game. So he sent rain and made it on Wednesday instead, which is when I'll be free to go.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm excited about the game because LR is really good this year. They've only lost like 5 games all year, something like that, maybe less. So I think LR might have a shot at beating the Crawdads. Granted, I haven't seen this year's Crawdads play, but I think it's going to be a good game either way.
Well, that's fine. Let them win, because the last time we played LR and we lost, we ended up winning a championship.
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah, that did happen. And I was there for the LR game and for the championship game. So today we're going to talk about the schedule, the promotions, and this year's roster. I have the roster pulled up. I do not have the promotions pulled up. So what do we want to start with?
well, let's go ahead and do the roster first. That way Jennifer can come back and we can use her phone for the expanded promotions, because if you read what's on the schedule, it tells you, but she can break it down, or I can break it down a little bit better, because the opening week, there's one game I'm really excited about. So I want to talk about it a little bit.
Have to apologize for any awkwardness from us doing our first ever Zoom podcast. Timing, the fact that we're not all right there next to each other. Some things just work better in person, and the whole Zoom. I mean, I'm in a pantry surrounded by expired Pop-Tarts and salad dressing, and some things just aren't going to be the same. But anyway, what is the same is that we have a beautiful roster to talk about.
Okay, for one, let's go back to the whole Zoom thing. I would like to say thank you to you guys for doing this. This is in no small part to accommodate me, because right now I can't go up and down steps very easily because of my foot. But hopefully here in about 2 weeks, I'll be able to walk again.
Well, I mean, I wanted to try this because it kind of sucks for you guys to drive all the way to my house, especially.
I would have been in Hickory today anyway, but yes.
I mean, well, either way, both of you guys, it's about the same amount of time. It's like, what, a 30-minute drive? And there's no point y'all driving 8 o'clock at night, and we got to get up into work and go into work in the morning. So, but maybe we can get together on a Saturday night or a Sunday night, after the game, and do it at the ballpark and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
and if I
just wanted to try this to see what happens.
All right. So roster right here on the handy dandy phone. This is the roster that is on the official website. There was one that was put out on Instagram the other day. That's not the one I have in front of me. So this one might be shorter or it might be longer. I don't know. I'm just reading what is on the website. So pitchers, we have Ben Anderson, wait for it, Anderson. That's a wrestling reference. Gene Casanova, Sean Chandler, Joe Corbett, or Corbet, if you want to get Cajun about this. Ryan Garcia, Kevin Gowdy, Juan Mejia, Spencer Mraz, Tristan Polly, Josh Smith, and Matt Wivenis. Anybody heard that before?
No.
There you go. Okay. Catchers. We have 2 of them listed on the website. Scott Capers and Connor Piotto. Infielders. We have Derwin Barreto, Franier Chavez, familiar name, coming back. Jake Gunther, another familiar name. Trevor Halver. And
Barreto was here last year.
What?
Barreto was here last year.
Was? Well, I did not go to many games last year. And Chris Cease, someone we also remember from last year. And outfielders, this is the reason why I said that this is the one on the website, not the one from the other, because there's only one outfielder listed on the website, and that is Ryan Anderson. Wait for it, Anderson. And so the coaching staff listed: manager Carlos Cardoza, hitting coach Ryan Tuntland, pitching coach John Goebel, development coach, that is a name, Kawika Emsley Pie. His little picture on the thing has him in a what looks like a West Virginia Power picture. So good to see that he found a job after that team doesn't exist anymore. And development coach Jay
they exist in a way.
What was that?
I said West Virginia still exists in a way. It's just now they're the Charleston Dirty Birds, an independent league.
Charleston Dirty Birds. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is
Charleston,
the listed roster from the website.
Well, the website has left off a very big name.
And who is that?
I don't know how to say his first name, but his last name we all know. Acuna.
Is there a little tilde on the end or no? Because that would make a difference.
Yeah, that's the younger brother.
Yeah,
so it's
Ronald's
Acuna.
brother.
Acuna. Oh, so you okay?
Whatever.
No. Hey. For me and you, it's whatever. Down there, it makes a big difference. Okay, look up. I'm not going to say what these mean on the podcast, but after the podcast is over, look up 2 sentences and translate them to English. Out.
I don't know what that was about.
Say Tango Tres Años and Tango Tres Anos. Put the tilde on one of them and not tilde on the other one, and see what happens. And then say
different.
whatever.
That's kind of like the difference between Trevino and Trevino.
Yeah, sure. That's a much less crude way of making the comparison. Oh, anything that stands out besides the names that are coming back?
Of the managers, the only one I've heard of before was Carlos Cardoza, because I don't know if Alan remembers it or not, but we actually met him. What was it? 2008, 2019?
Yeah, whenever the pandemic hit.
Yeah, it seems like it was, 20 years ago, but he's actually seems like a really cool guy, because we met him at the Winter Caravan when they came to Hickory. And me and Alan were talking out in the parking lot when it was over, and he came over to us and stood there and talked with us for about 10 minutes?
Yeah,
10,
about 10, 15 minutes. And
So
he's
while I'm on the roster page, I got a couple of transactions here from former Crawdads. We have AJ Alexi going to Round Rock, Nick Snyder going to Round Rock, and Bubba Thompson going to Round Rock.
Bubba Bonds in Round Rock.
So that'll be
Sam Huff going to Round Rock.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I did not know that. It was not listed on those are the transactions listed for April.
And then Avery. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It's Zoom, people. This is Zoom. This is what
Avery
you get.
Weems, he's going to Frisco. So Blaine, he's staying in Frisco. Blaine Krim because we didn't talk about nobody last year. Blaine Krim, he's a super cool guy. I'm working on getting an interview with him. I got to know his parents. Him and Bubba actually played together when they were kids. And Bubba's mama reached out to me at the beginning of the season and asked me to take videos and send them to her so she could send to Blaine's parents because Blaine his parents don't do social media. So I did, and then they came to a couple games and sat down with us and got to know the guy. And super cool the way he started. He's actually starting from the bottom. Didn't even think that he was going to get drafted.
Wow.
And gets drafted. Doesn't take a big pay or anything. Has a awesome year this past season with Hickory. Got to go to Frisco. Then went and played in Puerto Rico. Ends up winning the batting championship in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he was knocking it. I didn't get to see any of those games, but I know at one point he was batting over 400.
Yeah.
I don't think he ended the season over 400, but I know at one point he was like 401, 402.
Yeah. Towards the end, he got kind of tired. So, but it's expected when you're 400. So, but yeah, that's a name to keep an eye on, guys. I mean, I promise you.
Yeah.
So before we get to the schedule and the promotions, the specific promotions, I got a list here of the daily promotions. They are the same as they always are, but if you need a reminder, that's what we're here to do. We got Dollar Dog Tuesday, where hot dogs are only $1, courtesy of Hebrew National. Too bad we didn't get to upload that podcast that we did at the end of the year because we had a whole hot dog segment. Anyway, grab a drink to go with that hot dog. Oh, wait. Grab a drink to go with that hot dog. A comma there. $2 craft beers, thanks to Lowe's Foods, and bring your dog to the game for only $1. Then Kids Win Wednesday, where all kids 12 and under receive a free ticket, how it probably should be every day if you ask me. Free meal voucher and free bounce house, speed pitch, and carousel voucher every Wednesday night game, presented by Arby's. I already said the Arby's. I just gave Arby's 2 plugs. Thanks. Hit me up. Okay. Thirsty Thursday. Everybody has Thirsty Thursday. You know what that is already. Fireworks Friday. Also, you know what that is. Post-game Super Saturday. Super Saturday. I'm gonna give that some umph. Post-game concerts, of which I am only seeing 2 listed so far. Jersey auctions and awesome giveaways highlight Saturday games. And then Sundays is church bulletin Sundays. Bring your church bulletin and receive a discounted $6 ticket, and the dads will donate $4 from each ticket to that respective church from where you bring the bulletin from. And that's courtesy of Catawba Shoe Store. And then kids can run the bases after every game. And it says, plus stick around on Fridays and Saturdays for post-game launch a ball, which is always a fun time for us that are sitting down there in the front couple of rows when we get to take about 60 tennis balls to the back of the head.
Yeah, so take an umbrella, even if it's not going to rain.
Yeah, you're in the splash zone if you're down by the front couple of rows.
So what was so super about Saturdays?
I don't know. They just needed a creative title with some alliteration. It just says post-game concerts, jersey auctions, and awesome giveaways.
Oh, so those are all on Saturdays?
Mm-hmm. And once again, one more time, I will rant about how I do not like post-game concerts for the simple reason of them drawing people to the game that do not give a solitary ball about the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's
that's always going to happen, though.
Every year I say I'm going to do this, but I usually wind up going anyway. But it's bad enough that I feel like just skipping those games. I mean, I'm a season ticket holder, and everybody around me just like knows nothing about baseball, and they're just annoying as crap.
And I believe
the whole game annoyed.
the famous line once was we'll go get some food at halftime.
Yeah.
That was on a concert night. The two
No,
concerts
that was
listed,
actually
the two concerts listed are Love and the Outcome, which hopefully Love is sick that night because I only like the Outcome, and Ryan Stevenson. I've never heard of both of them. They're Christian singers. If you know them, then come out and see.
I've heard of Love and the Outcome. I couldn't tell you what they sing, but
I'm a big fan of the Outcome, not so much of Love. And I'm glad you mentioned that you're a season ticket holder. And I'll let you guys talk about this because I'm not a season ticket holder. They have done this year something very special and custom done for the season ticket holders. And I'll let you guys talk about what that is and what the experience was like seeing that in person.
Well, I'll say this: if you're not a season ticket holder and you do come to a game, which I encourage, just don't sit in a seat that has somebody's name on it. Because all the season ticket holders got a plaque. They called it. It's really just a sticker, but it's it's a pretty nice sticker. We all have a sticker with our name on it or whatever we wanted to have them put on it. Like me, my name's Jeremy. I got Moose put on it because my nickname has always been Moose. And my girlfriend got FYB put on hers, and I won't tell you what that stands for.
Oh, come on.
The Y is for Yankee because she is from up north. If I'm correct about that.
Damn Yankees, especially the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
And the F and the B are some naughty words.
Yep.
So you went to the ballpark and actually saw the saw it. So
yes.
Yeah.
Me, Gimpy, crippled me, made it all the way down to my seat and all the way back up. But it was pretty awesome.
Oh, we have stalled enough, and Jennifer is finally back.
Well, another thing about the tickets, they're doing the veterans tickets again this year. Show your ID, your military ID, and get 2 free tickets. So thank you, guys. Thanks again for doing that for us veterans.
Yes, and to all the veterans, thank you for your service.
So I guess now that the main star's here.
Oh, was I supposed to bring that other phone?
Well, you can pull it up on your phone.
Cat.
Yeah, the cat's already.
Cat's the main star.
But again, the season starts this Friday. We're in Winston-Salem. We'll be playing them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, this year we're playing Tuesday through Sunday, the same team, with Monday being an off day for travel.
Now, unfortunately, I wanted to go to Winston-Salem, but I have a very busy weekend and won't be able to because Friday I have to work. I asked off for work on Friday and they said no, but at least I asked. Saturday, I'll be in Martinsville, and Sunday I'll be hungover from spending Saturday in Martinsville. I'll get about 15 hot dogs and 24 beers in me, and then all day Sunday I'll be trying to not die from having consumed that much alcohol and red meat.
Just remember, drink some water in with those beers and you'll be good.
Yes.
But speaking of Winston, I don't know if any of you saw this. Starting this year, I believe, they will no longer be taking cash for parking. They put a link to an app on their website. You have to download that app and pay for parking through the app.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same app that you use when you go to Charlotte. Anywhere you park in Charlotte now, you can use an app, which was great because we went 2 weeks ago for.
I've never driven there, so I've always been riding with somebody else that was going.
Well, I wish I knew that app existed when I went to Charlotte for the Charlotte FC game against Galaxy when there was 70,000 people and I had to park in a parking garage, and it took me an hour and a half after the game to get out of the parking garage. That would have been easier with the app somehow. Anyway, promotions.
So yeah, the promotions, we open up on the 12th of this month. So not this week, but next week against Bowling Green.
Hot
And
rod.
And then we immediately have a day game at 11 a.m. the next day. Probably one of the education days.
and it's actually a llama day too, with the new llama
Yes.
hats.
The new hat.
So opening night is Air Force night and magnet schedule giveaway. Yay.
So for like the first 3 weeks, they'll be handing out magnet schedules.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So the 13th is again the education day, which I'm kind of glad that they're back. You know, things are getting
Yeah.
back to normal the way it's
My
supposed
mom's
to
taking
be.
her class to that.
I mean, granted, I won't get to
I
make
mean,
any
that's
of
how they
these
make
now.
how they make future fans. Those school trips a lot of times.
Right.
So let me get that straight. Wednesday is education day for the kids, and it's also senior day for the old people. That doesn't seem like, I don't feel like those two groups are going to get along.
Apple juice everywhere.
And isn't it also Wine Wednesday?
You damn right.
But surely they're not having that at 11 a.m.
I went to an education day once and they were serving beer.
Wow. So the 14th,
Well, it only. Go ahead.
go ahead, Jeremy.
I was going to say it. Even if they don't start serving it at 11, I mean, it's only an hour into the game till noon, so got to be like what, third inning?
But it's 5 o'clock
Quit
somewhere.
serving
So.
it.
Nothing
Exactly.
quite like getting bevved up at a day game.
Day drinking is the best drinking.
So the 14th will be Texas Ranger night and Lineman Appreciation Day.
Don't you mean future Yankees night?
Oh, let's go there. Oh man. But
Thank you.
if you
for that.
dress up in any Yankee attire, you get what, a $6 ticket?
Yankee attire, huh?
Exactly.
Wait, no, did you mean to say you meant to say Rangers there, right? I know we're being
Yeah.
sarcastic, but we don't want people to actually show up in Yankee stuff thinking that they're going to get a
You
discounted
really
ticket.
got to wear Rangers, but they'll be
I'll
Yankees.
yeah.
squeeze into that Mark Teixeira jersey that has not fit for a while now. Yeah, I'll try. I'll go.
Or
I'll
maybe
go
an A-Rod jersey.
do some cardio for like the next, I don't know, 4 days straight and get it to fit again.
So the 15th
A-Rod
is
jersey.
Cartoon Mania
Yeah, sure.
and Firework Night.
Cartoon.
We're also giving a poster schedule away. And
Again,
Army
show up to
National
any game in
Guard
the next
Night.
6 days, you'll get it.
Yep.
It's Army National Guard Night. Thank goodness we finally get an Army game. It's always damn Air Force pussies. And it's Reading Program Night. I can say that.
He can say it. He's
allowed.
yeah.
So the 16th was a Saturday. And this is the one I'm kind of interested in, because on the show before the show, they actually talked about this. I didn't think they were going to talk about this promotional schedule, because to me, it's we could always do better. It's actually a road replica jersey giveaway, and it's backwards
road
night.
jersey. Oh, wait. I just
Yeah.
stepped all over that. Say it again.
Road replica jersey night, and it's backwards night.
Backwards night.
Do y'all know what's going on?
Everybody dressed up like Chris Cross.
No. Jennifer, go ahead.
Backwards night. Well, I have to look at my phone and not at the
That's
screen.
fine. We're not professionals.
Well, I mean, I might.
Take me out to the ball game in the middle of the third inning. The Crawdads asking for your autograph? The home team in gray jerseys. Why not? It's backwards night after all.
So it's
we-
opposite day.
So we are actually going to start the game in the 9th inning
And then
and
go
work
to
our
the
way
8th,
back.
7th.
Right. So
I
we're
like-
going to have,
I like
take
that.
me out to the ball game, the 7th inning
I do
stretch
too.
and the 3rd inning. We cannot work the scoreboard for crap. So how are we going to go backwards? I'm just saying, it's going to be something to see.
Okay. Wait. Imagine for a minute you're bringing
And then we're going
somebody.
to sing the national anthem at the end of the game.
Okay, I was going to ask that.
To mess
Imagine
with
you're bringing somebody to their first ever baseball game that knows nothing about the sport, and then all this happens, and then you're like, okay, forget all that. That was all the opposite of how it usually is. That's just
So
that's
We
wild.
should count our players' steps to the dugout.
Yes, let's heckle the shit out of our guys. Let's do it.
should we go ahead and hang
We'll ring the
K's up?
cowbells for the other team.
Let's all sit at the top. We usually sit at the front row. Let's all sit way up at the top.
Let's just hang the K's up, like maybe 20 K's up, and then once we get strikeouts, we'll just take them down.
And
Take
that
one down.
that actually is a lot smarter of an idea. It is a smart idea because we don't want another person getting offended like that one time. If we take the case down,
But when we get to the 3rd K,
Oh,
see, that's what I'm saying.
only 3 left.
For that same situation. Okay, for those that don't know, one time we had 3 strikeouts. We put 3 Ks up. There was somebody that thought we were representing a hate group because we had 3 Ks, 3 Ks up, and so they went on this big rant about how we were racist, and we tried to tell them, no, this is just a baseball symbol, and they weren't listening, and then they got escorted out, and we had to take the Ks down. For that to happen again, and I hope that woman comes to this game too. For that to happen again, we would have to get like 17 strikeouts, which I am all here for.
Yeah, I could go for that. I like that they're trying to do something wacky.
yeah.
You know, you hear about all these other teams doing that, and people love it. And now we're finally going to do something like that. I like it.
That is some Savannah Bananas type stuff.
No.
We're
Yeah.
actually
It's
doing.
nowhere near it, but they're trying.
Hey, I'm supporting them 100% on that one. At least they're trying.
If they commit to it.
Yeah. If
Exactly.
they actually do it.
Just because it says it right here doesn't mean we're
Doesn't
actually
mean they'll
going to
do
do it. So, and then Sunday is just a typical Sunday game. No big special thing.
Is there any promotions that have been announced ahead of time for like, May, June, July, or whatever
Sunday.
that we're seeing that we are really interested in? Because I've not looked yet.
There's no Sunday game? No, there's not.
Nope. Who's WIL?
Well,
Well, who is that?
Wilmington Blue
Wilmington.
Rocks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Back to your question, Ethan.
low A last?
No, they were low A. And then,
No.
That's right. We just did. They were.
yeah, they were high A
last
because
year.
Chase went there.
Oh yeah, hey, high A. Reminds me, Jeremy will be happy about this. The leagues got their classic names back.
Yes, I know, and I'm so excited about that because, I mean, High A East League.
Yeah, that's boring.
I mean, that sounds like an
'cause it's
adult softball
Easter.
league.
Oh,
That's a while.
right. Yeah. We don't have a Sunday game because that Sunday's Easter.
Well, not only that, but they
I'll be
have-
in Bristol.
if you look at the schedule, there's like 2 series that they broke up.
Yeah.
I think the first one is the Winston series. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 'Cause
Right.
the season starts on Friday, and then we got somebody else on Monday, and then we play then we play Winston again. The last 3 days before they break for the All-Star.
There's only one Monday game the entire year, and it's on the 4th of July, and it's away.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm just happy we don't play back-to-back weeks again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was killer last year.
We have back-to-back away.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
more gym time.
And don't go buy hot dogs when they've been away 2 series in a row because those are left over from the last home series.
But going back to Ethan's question about promotional things, what is the one thing that I have bitched and complained about for 3 years now, Ethan? What do I want? You're not looking at the.
Championship ring.
Yes,
I
Not
want one of
from the
those
right
too.
year.
but it's not from the right year. It's from the first time that we won. The ones that we've already
2001?
been handed out years ago.
2002 one. It was early 2000s.
Yeah, I want to say 2005.
No, we won before that. I
2002.
think it was 2001 or 2002.
But yeah, they're
Yeah,
giving
there is-
those away.
We won 2 in the early 2000s because we won. I remember thinking in 2017 because I was looking back, at league champions, and it was I can't remember the exact years, but it was the Crawdads won, then the Tourist won, and then the Crawdads won again. Well, we won in 2015. Tourist won in 2016. So I was thinking, hey, 2017, here we go. Come on, let's repeat history.
2002 and 2004. So 02, 04, and 15.
I've actually got
2002 is the replica.
2002.
2002.
Okay.
We finally get rings.
was
maybe,
4.
maybe next year they're going to do 2004 and then 2015 after that.
I was 4. They were the Pittsburgh Pirates then.
They were, and it has a pirate logo on one side.
I can wear my Pirates jersey that night though, so
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
But the only reason why they're doing it is because this is our 30th year. So we're celebrating 30 years of baseball here in Hickory, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I like the 30th anniversary logo too. I hope they make some shirts and some hats with that on it.
They do have a shirt.
I love that.
Hats,
They have
I don't think they're going to do.
Well, a patch on the side of the regular hat would be cool, but
I don't think they're going to do that.
It would. Well, they have a
They did for the
patch that they're
25th.
selling. They have a patch that they're selling at the counter. I saw it the other
Okay.
day, but I don't remember if it's the 30-year logo or if it's just the logo. So, like, if it's the 30-year logo, yeah, I'll buy a hat and have it sewn on the side.
They'll probably do that way. They can get more money that way.
you know what that
Okay,
means?
don't blame them.
Every attendance figure this season will have 30 at the end of it.
God, I hope not.
That's what they did for 25.
Dumb. That was so dumb.
But
Well,
it was awesome
only
to have-
dumb. It was only dumb for us regulars and season ticket holders that were there to hear it every single time. Somebody that's just,
Yeah.
oh, what are we doing tonight? Oh, let's go to a game. They're like, oh, what a coincidence. But if that was the 14th time you heard it that season, then you're like, okay, I get it. We're kayfabing these numbers here, aren't we?
Yeah, there could have been 5 people in the ballpark, and they said, well, 25 people here tonight.
And we were there on some of those nights.
Yes. Especially early in the season when it was like 40 degrees.
Yeah, and pouring rain, and we were there at 1 a.m. That was in June, though.
But baseball
big
is
promotions?
finally back.
Yes.
Thank God. I have
Yes.
I don't know, this offseason has just took forever, it seems like. I
Well,
don't know
because
why.
there's
it
all
was
that
longer.
stuff about like the lockout in Major League Baseball, and then you're like, oh, is minor league baseball going to do it too? And then they said they wouldn't. So, we were afraid for a little bit that there would be no baseball at all, Major League wise, this year up until only a couple of weeks ago. So, I would have been totally fine with baseball ending because then the last home run in history would have been hit by Freddie Freeman as a Brave, and we could have all lived happily ever after. But no, and I don't want to talk about what that guy did.
Well, let's
Don't
just say
talk about
happy
any
belated
Terry.
birthday to Austin Riley 2 days ago.
Yeah, Riley 316.
Yeah.
friend of the 108 section, you know, Golden Sombrero Award winner.
Yeah.
And wasn't there something that he did after that where he kind of picked around with y'all?
Something
Like
like
the
that. I
next
don't
game.
remember. That was years ago.
He hit 2 home runs back to back.
Yeah,
You
did
know, doing
and
Riley things.
I may not remember this right because I don't sit over there, but didn't he after he hit one of them, didn't he turn around and give y'all a look and then go around the bases or something
More
like
than
that?
likely. That's why he's our favorite, you know, because he played around with us. So super
Yeah,
cool guy.
and that's what they all need to do when they're getting heckled. Just own it, go with it, pick around, joke, laugh about it. But
Yeah, but the guy
Yeah.
that batted after Austin Riley, that guy didn't like us at all.
And I remember the rest of the series, we would only refer to him as the guy that bats after Austin Riley. Like if we were doing a counting the steps or whatever kind of gimmick we were doing over there, his name was just the guy that bats after Austin Riley.
that's probably all he'll ever be remembered at or remembered
He
as.
don't play anymore.
Yeah.
I looked him
I
up
didn't
a
know
couple
who that
weeks
guy
ago.
was.
He doesn't play.
I'm the resident Braves fan and I don't remember. So who knows?
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was just about to say if anybody else has got anything.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if we do another Zoom podcast, hopefully we'll have figured out how to do one.
Well, there is one thing we haven't talked about that has to do with promotions. The 3 jersey giveaways. We talked about one of them, but for the first time this year, you can reserve your 3 jersey giveaway jerseys. For someone who's not a season ticket holder, it's $60. But for that 60, you get all 3 jerseys and you get a ticket to each game. Season ticket holders can reserve them for 30 because they're just getting the jerseys. We already got the ticket for the game. How do y'all feel about that?
How you feel about that, Jennifer?
I don't want to.
Remember, tickets are $10 at the gate and $9 if you reserve them. I think that's different than last year because I'm the only one of us that actually pays for tickets individually at games. So I think that's different this year.
Yeah, I think it used to be.
I think it's total bullshit.
What is?
Paying extra
I agree.
to get the jersey.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree with
For us
that one.
season ticket holders, to pay an extra $30,
Yeah,
you don't think I'm smart enough to think as season ticket holders, we go in 30 minutes early.
yeah.
I'm going to get mine. So
Yeah.
I'm not giving you $30 more that I'm already giving you hundreds of dollars anyway.
And also,
Yeah.
like the whole spirit of a giveaway jersey is getting there early, getting in line, being one of the first few ins, and hey, look, I got mine, and all that kind of,
And then,
and just being able to reserve it just kind of takes all the fun out of that whole experience.
and then there's that word that's in the phrase giveaway jersey.
Well, I mean,
But
if
you
that
wanna
gets
pay
rid
for
of
it.
if that gets
Giveaway.
rid of Mr. Sits there and reads a magazine the whole game because he wants to get his giveaway jersey, then that's fine. He can pay and reserve his. But everybody else, show up and get yours.
Because 9
Yeah, I
times
mean-
out of 10, the damn jersey's not going to fit me anyway.
Yeah, but they do. From what I understand, they do have 3 X's.
I can
Yeah,
fit in
jersey.
there now. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, man.
I'm trying.
I think what else is there to talk about?
Oh, well,
Um,
let's bring up Chase real quick. He's doing independent ball.
Chase below,
He
for those
played-
who don't know, pictured right behind Alan there.
He's with and
Not about
Lexington Legends.
Yeah.
How awesome would it be to be a fan in Lexington? Because that team is sharing the stadium with another
Another
independent
team.
league team. So when the Legends are on the road,
No.
the other team is at the stadium. So you have 170 games, home games.
So they're gonna start
And-
calling that Meadowlands West.
And it's the
Gino.
the Genomes is the team with Chase plays for.
Hourly
What do you think
snappers
about
makes
this?
them think.
A little discussion. Whenever after 9 innings the game is tied, do you know how they go about their tiebreaker?
In the independent
run.
league that we're talking about.
Yeah,
Home
Okay.
run
in the
derby.
independent league.
And in hockey and in soccer, you have shootouts where it's 1-on-1 with a kicker or puck and a goalie. Or so in baseball,
run
one
derby.
pitch. Now the easy answer here is home run derby. So I'm going to try to come up with something crazier, and we'll see if it's right. One pitch, or no, not even one pitch. You both teams send up their best hitter, and they get to smack the shit out of a ball off a tee, and whichever one lands
Wow.
farthest away is the winner.
I like that. I kind of like that.
But that's not it, is it?
No,
Okay. Go
but
ahead.
it is a
Joey.
home run derby. I
Home
don't
run
know rules on how many pitches and blah blah blah, but it's a home run derby, and I think they're going to do that in the All-Star game this year.
Yeah.
Or something like I've heard in Major League Baseball.
Look, I heard that.
So. Oh, and this year we're having a pitch clock in Hickory,
Oh,
by the way.
come
Yep.
on.
This may be the
I
only
guess
year
we
we
can't
have.
get all the good thing. I mean, we got rid of the extra innings nonsense with the second base and all that, but we didn't.
Nope. No, we
Major
didn't.
League did. Major League
Oh.
got rid of it.
Nope, they did
Yeah,
for
I
a
got a
second,
feeling.
What?
but it
Wait,
came back.
Well,
it came.
I kind of understand why they brought it back. They brought it back for this season only. Starting next season, it's gone. They brought it back. They brought it back this year because they had such a short spring training. They didn't have the opportunity to physically get to where they normally are on opening day. So they did that in hopes of saving injuries if there's tie ball games early in the season.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes
Home run derbies will solve that.
sure.
Maybe.
Because you go to the ballpark to see a home run.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, we go to see 15 innings.
I go to see a good game, whether it's with home runs or
True.
small ball.
true, but yeah, to see a home run derby, that's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
I've been going
Kind
to
of excited about
$7
having.
beer. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Do you watch, Jeremy?
I'm also excited about having 9-inning doubleheaders again
Yeah,
instead of 7. I mean, I get why they tried the 7, but it's not 2 full games. And you get a pitcher throws a no hitter in a 7-inning game, and then you got this BS of we'll put that in the record book, but it'll be a separate thing. No, he either threw a no hitter or he didn't. That's kind of like
Madison
saying
Bumgarner comes to mind. He had a no hitter in one of those 7-inning games. They didn't credit it. They didn't give it to him.
Yep.
That was
That's
the length of the game, and he didn't have any
Yeah.
hits. That is a no hitter.
Well, it's like when Roger Maris hit 61 home runs. They were trying to say, oh well, it's a longer season now, and he did it in more games than Babe Ruth did it. He has no control over how long the season is.
Yeah.
Either you're keeping records for the season or you're not.
Yeah, same thing with the Patriots in 2007. And they're like, well, they weren't perfect, and the Dolphins were. Well, the Dolphins played last game. Okay. Well, it's not like they had a choice in that matter.
Exactly.
No, ridiculous. Anyway, now that I'm starting to bring up the Dolphins and all this kind, which means we've run out of things to talk about. So, would anybody like to come up with some fun way to close us out?
well, it's not a fun way, but let's go ahead and again apologize if this sounds like crap, looks like crap. Hopefully we can get it dialed in, and hopefully we can get back to being side by side, doing it one camera and all that good stuff.
All right.
But-
Well, actually, I have a fun way.
Fun.
Jennifer, what?
I think this is fun.
I have a fun way to end. It's a special way to end it since we're on Zoom. And it's another game. Nobody won the 1-star game, so we'll do this game. Who can correctly guess the amount of empty soda cans I have at my workspace?
In
here?
Lucas's room?
No. So this is where I do a lot of my college work that is not in the classroom, homework, classes that are online and stuff like that. How many empty soda cans are currently on the desk where my laptop is sitting?
7. Holy shit.
Did we just become friends?
You two said 7. Jeremy?
12.
12. Okay, so boom. 1, sun drop. 2, that's a Mountain Dew. 3, that's a Mountain Dew. 4, that's
You
a
mentioned
Dr. Pepper.
Beer can.
5, that's a Sprite. 6, that's another Sprite. 7, trifecta of the Sprites. And to close it out, 8 with a Dr. Pepper.
We won.
Y'all were closer.
That's
Now y'all
right.
have to fight to the death to see who actually won.
And you guys know what your prize
You have to
is?
fight to the death.
You guys know what your prize is? The
One of those.
closest food item that is near me in this pantry, which is some mayonnaise.
Thanks, baby. Woo!
Thank you for
She don't like
playing
Dukes.
empty soda can, whatever. So that was the Dirty Balls podcast. Dukes, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Sun Drop, and Sprite are not sponsors. Hopefully Bold Rock will be someday. Still hit us up. We're waiting. If anybody else doesn't have anything to say, I will say thank you for watching and see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Now you gotta
Bye.
hit stop
Y'all later.
recording.
I can figure it
Still
out.
recording. Still recording.
That-
Hit
That
the
wasn't
buttons.
it.
Where is it at? Oh, this is awkward.
Just touch
Oh,
it.
close up on the beard.
This is all staying in.
We're keeping all this.
Stop video.
Well,
No.
go to more.
Okay, we'll
More.
just keep looking at stuff in my pantry here. We got some evaporated milk.
Stop.
Steelers hat.
Stop recording.